the first 8 levels. I started in 1984, and previously the school system was from level 1 to level 11, and then they changed it from 1 to 12. Actually, we also had a 0 level. 0 level was like preschool preparation level. I didn't participate in that. I went directly into the first. I had to choose between the music group and the non-music. Mostly people who could sing were put into the music group, and the rest belonged to usually the groups that were non-music group were more violent. I jumped from 3 to 5 and then went through levels 6, 7, 8 and 9. I had the best behavior, and all my grades were also the best ones. 5 was in my school's the best grade, 1 was the worst grade. We had obligatory Russian language, and then we also had to choose between German and English. I chose German. High school in English, it contains the levels 10, 11 and 12. I ended the 12th level with silver medal. The best is gold medal. As of my grades, everything was the best. Here are multiple copies of the same diploma because they were necessary for the university. Exams: Estonian, German, math, chemistry and music. The school name was Tallinn 37th High School. And this is the picture of the first level. I'm here. I like to have a comb in my pocket. And we had altogether 34 pupils in the class. This was our class teacher. Here we built some things out of paper boxes. The second level, I'm here. I don't have a comb. However, you can see these small signs. These were Oktoberchild signs, and we also had to have a school uniform. So here we had last evening we sang something. Here is my pupil document. I could use that for public transportation to get cheaper price. We had to raise our hand if we wanted to answer the question of the teacher. And here the first color photo. This was the third level where I'm here. You still see different variations of school uniform. The school uniform wasn't the school specific. It was the same everywhere in the Soviet Union. But I say level 5. I am here. Again, different variations of school uniform, our new class teacher, and we had such paper diplomas for every level. This was for my first level. UKT, these lessons that were useful for society. You can see my behavior was the best, my diligence was the best. From Tartu University, and this was a school for precise sciences. And I learned math, and I ended with a grade 4. This was during my high school time. Here is something that I have got for a sports event, but level 10. So you see new pupils here in the corner, and you see no more uniforms, because this was the year 1994. There was no Soviet Union anymore available. Here, Tallinn 37th High School, of the name of Jan Kreuks, for bringing old paper. Pupils should bring in old papers for recycling. The class group whose pupils brought at most, they could get a trip. So this time in the year 1987 I brought the most of old paper. Actually I didn't, my father did. 10 years of the school. And it was in September 1977. The parents of my body hadn't even fucked for me yet. So 15 years of my school, 20 years of my school. As I entered the school for the first time in 1985, then once my body had a birthday, I could get this postcard during my first level. The one who wrote this thing here wrote initially in 1976. She was also the class teacher for my brother, who came into this world 10 years later. For level 5, here I have also 1-3. It is for learning for work or for a role, and my diligence therefore wasn't the very best. It was just good. Ühiskondlik toote, producing work, but ühiskondlik is like for society. I really can't remember what I have produced. 80 hours and 45 hours, 1988-89. For a very good learning and behavior, level 7. Here's level 8. Singing in a choir was 5, 5, and then 2 and 3, and therefore also diligence 3 and 4. Music teacher arranged a sing camp, and my parents didn't allow me to participate in it, and therefore she put me a grade 1. Maybe this was one of my worst experiences. Actually, my worst experiences were harassments, several harassments. Once one class comrade kicked me with his foot to my head. It was common. Every group had someone who just had to be harassed. For very good learning, a third level, I ended in 1988. A sentence that was written for every newspaper as proletarians of all the countries unite, the symbol of Estonian Soviet Socialistic Republic. I am here. Some pupils wear uniform like I. I was, by the way, the last pupil in my school wearing the uniform. It was a class 6, 89, 90. You see that some pupils also wore tracksuit. They didn't wear these signs on pockets anymore. These are physics 3. It was very hard for me. This is level 11. Nobody is wearing a uniform here. 7. I remember level 6 I was wearing uniform. Level 7 I didn't anymore. And jeans were very popular. So level 7 only boys here. Level 9 guy was a practicant for a very good learning and excellent behavior. 1993 I got this certificate for making a door. Actually, I invitation into a camp, near camp. I won a competition in math. For a group at the grade 7. I'm of grade 11 physics. I got this 3 here for the year. During the level 12, the leader of my school to me and told me to a physics teacher and to ask him what to do in order to get at least 4 instead of 3. Only that way I could get the silver medal. I got this learning book of physics for levels 10 and 11. And I had 2 months for reading it through, learning everything, even some colorful pictures are in here. This suited me because like every day some time for reading this book, and I could understand everything and I could change that grade. As you see, this book is borrowed from the school's library and I haven't returned it. I haven't even got the grade for using this book. This is like a souvenir that time. That time they also put price on books, actually on everything, 40 copies. And the level 12 behind. This for a very good ending of high school. Few groups of the level 12. My group was level B, it was for economy, whereas level A was like for cooking and stuff. You see, very good results in math in 96. I was here, class group. In our class, 7 got a silver medal. 1, 2, 3. Okay, these were the two groups together, that's why. First German teacher was my favorite. Why? She just was different. During Soviet times, told us about different customs. Her classroom looked different. She told a lot about East German customs. So her methodics was very suited for me. For instance, she counted correct sentences and gave corresponding number of it's for that time 9 5s for one essay. I had one more favorite teacher, math teacher. I remember enjoying her classes. I also, the husband of her, the physics teacher, was a very good one. However, like his methods, sometimes 1 minute before the class ended, he dictated a task to us and then we had to solve it within like 40 seconds or 30 seconds. And the next break was eating break, so usually I had to pass it because I was using the time for solving the physics task. He was the school leader. The exam, I cheated. And what exams to perform. Math was obligatory, Estonian was also obligatory, and one of the foreign languages, so German, was obligatory. Man to choose what other exams we took. So I took chemistry and music history because they were just easy. I wanted to get rid of high school with best grades. I was actually able to not cheat, but why to not cheat if you can cheat? Not class teacher. So the study leader in school, German teacher was actually Polish. I made some pictures and I rewrote the book of human anatomy because I chose to perform SAM anatomy at level 9. It was my preparation. First I wrote, every day I learned and I spoke to myself, everything. I remember my topic, exam topic was after finishing my high school, I spent 10 years, university years, and I was very pissed off. I didn't want to learn anything anymore for a while. Years passed until I got back my appetite again, and then I decided to only learn what was necessary for me. In teaching, I have to go deep, and that means I know these subjects than ever before. In order to teach something to somebody else, I have to know the topic very, very well.